let's go make some almond milk and we'll see what we think about it. Hello and happy Tuesday. I am Cassandra and welcome back for another recipe review. Today I will be reviewing a recipe from FullyRawKristina. If you are vegan, plant-based, dairy-free, and you come on YouTube a lot, then I am pretty sure you have already come across one of her many beautiful recipes. She's fully vegan, fully raw, and she puts out the most insane recipes that you wouldn't even know were possible. And so it's pretty incredible. Even if you don't eat that way, it's very interesting to see how many options are out there, and it almost tempts me to try it, but I love cooked food way too much. And so if you are familiar with any nut milk recipes, you know that they're pretty much all the same and the instructions are pretty straightforward. So the difference between her nut milk and nut milks I've seen all over the internet is instead of using filtered water, she uses coconut water, and then flavor it depending on how you like it, if that's what you choose. But the refreshing sound of coconut water and the sweetness from the coconut water added in with the homemade nut milk just sounds like something you can't beat. So I'm about to head into the kitchen now. I had my almonds soaking all night, rinsed them off very well, and I have everything set up and ready to go so I can finally try this out and say that I made my own homemade nut milk. And if you're not familiar with store brand almond milks or any nut milks that use preservatives, gums, natural flavors, there's a ton of videos out there that tell you why this isn't a good option and why you should stay away from these. And if you're lucky enough to find a brand that is pure nuts and water, grab it, store it away. After a sip of my almond milk, I will let you know if it was something that I would want to make again or if I'd rather go with the store-bought brands. So stay tuned, check it out. that whenever you get done milking your nuts, you are left with a bunch of pulp afterwards. And I know that there's a lot of recipes out there that help you use that pulp up, so that way there's no waste in the kitchen and you make sure to use everything. And of course, I do not like to throw anything out. I hate wasting food. So I've already looked up a recipe, and what I'm gonna do with my leftover pulp is turn it into some granola cereal. And what better way to test out a milk than with cereal? So as soon as I'm done making the milk, I'm going to lay the pulp out on a baking sheet, pop it in the oven, and let it bake. And then tomorrow I shall have an amazing almond granola cereal, and I'm going to pour my cold milk all over it and let you know what I think. And I will be sure to link that recipe in the description below, just so that you could have it. There's so many out there. I decided between crackers and granola. I will link it if you want to try that out. So the verdict is, alright, so basically you're using 2 ingredients, almonds and coconut water, and the process is just kind of foolproof. You literally blend it all together and drain it out. I don't have a fancy juicer, and I was able to do it, and the cheesecloth got so much of that moisture out. So basically, I mean, this is what it is. Alan loves his almond milk. He drinks it every single day with his smoothies, and when I told him that I was going to make my own, he was very skeptical. He just kept telling me, I will taste this milk, I will not drink it, but I'm
It definitely tastes like coconut milk. What is this?
It's almond milk with coconut water. Isn't it amazing?
It tastes like coconut milk.
Okay, but you're a believer, right? You love it?
No, I like it, but it doesn't taste like almond milk. That's 2 different things. This is like sweet this is like coconut cream water or something.
I do have to completely agree with him that the coconut water is pretty overpowering in this recipe. So if you're not a fan of coconuts or coconut water, I would not recommend this to you at all. It really does end up tasting like a very creamy coconut water, which I love. I love coconuts, so it was perfectly fine for us. I would not say it tastes like almond milk. So the next time I try this out, I am going to try it with just plain filtered water, just because that's more the taste that we're used to. I love this though. I can drink it every day, and I cannot wait to try it with the granola in the morning. I can't wait to try it with the fresh dragon fruit that I have in the fridge waiting to be blended up with this. It is going to taste tropical, fresh, delicious, but not so much like the almond milk you're used to buying from the store. So if you have a brand that you love and it is just pure almonds and filtered water, please let me know, and I would love to try it out. Until then, I will be making it this way. And I do want to touch on the point of affordability. It is obviously way cheaper to buy your own at the store. It can be about $2 for half gallons, and then I think it's about like $4 for the full gallon. This recipe here took 2 full cartons of organic coconut water, and I used 4 cups of raw almonds. And that is not cheap. That's actually very expensive. As you can see, it didn't fill up the whole jug, and I wish it did make more. I was left with a ton of pulp, and the fact that I won't be wasting that is going to be nice because I now have another ingredient to use in the kitchen. But this is definitely not the affordable way to go. It is healthier, It is cleaner, and there's no preservatives, there's no natural flavors, there's no weird gums in it. So that is obviously a complete plus. And if I was rich, that'd be the only way I want to drink milk. But as far as it being realistic, you know, it does take time and it is more expensive. So I don't think this is something that people can do all the time, every day. But anyway, it was delicious, and I would give this one, I don't know, it was so delicious. Like when you take that sip, I was really shocked, and I really don't sip milk like that, but I don't know if I would give it a full 10, just because it does not taste like the almond milk we're used to tasting. Come here. We're gonna sit and you're gonna let me finish, okay? So as far as the taste, it was delicious. If you take away the thought of the almond milk that you buy and drink all the time, then it was delicious. But if you factor in what you're used to and all the other stuff, I would probably have to give it like maybe a 6 out of 10, a 5 out of 10, just because I think if I served it to anyone else expecting almond milk, it wouldn't be what they were asking for. But if you love coconut water, coconut milk, the flavor of coconut, give it a try. Let me know what you think. Thanks for tuning in for another recipe review, and I will see you again soon.